Hey everyone, Iron Spider-Man here with another comic book video. This is basically all the books that, other than my new pickups of my LCS, this is basically all the books I've gotten in the months of September and October 2023. I got a stack of raw comics here and 2 stacks of graded comics. So let's just dive in. These are all from, eBay, Comic Link, My Comic Shop, basically wherever you can buy comics except for like Midtown or so. Amazing Spider-Man Annual, um, 96. This is, I almost said this is the Blast from the Past Annual. That's just what it says on the cover. Um, I'm trying to get the annuals too with my Amazing Spider-Man run. I think I only have about half of Volume 1. I have all the annuals, Volume 2 to current. I think I only have, there's like, I think 30 in Volume 1. I think I have close to 20. So, just another add to the collection. Amazing Spider-Man 108. So with this and I have a couple of the graded Spidey books here. I am officially at 80 issues until I complete my Amazing Spider-Man run. I still got, it sounds to me when I say I'm like, wow, only 80 issues out of it's approaching 900, so like really awesome. But I don't have 129, I don't have 101, I don't have 100, I don't have 50, I don't have the first like 17. So it's still a long road to go. But I was actually really happy. This was on my comic shop. Black spine, so like only like 1 or 2 ticks. And the red is great on here. That's what I always look for. As long as the red on the costume looks good, I'm pretty good with everything else. Amazing Spider-Man 529. This is the first Iron Spider costume appearance. This is the third printing. I really like this cover. They did this like cover swipe a few times throughout the books. I think it was Amazing Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Sensational Spider-Man. I think and they did. It was a couple issues that had, and I think they were all second printings or different printings that it was all like the same image but like different costumes. Amazing Spider-Man 28. I don't know who the artist is on this. I probably should have looked at that first. But really cool cover. This was like a special like this wasn't just a issue though or a variant that was going to be on the shelves. This was like a special, I think a Dynamic Forces. So I really liked it, so had to pick that up. This I was really happy with. I can't believe this stayed on uh my comic shop as long as it did. Flash number 7. This is from the Jeff Johns run. It was after the Wally West run, but right before the New 52. That like it was like 10 issues or so. This is a cover homage to Flash. Oh, not 123. That's pretty sure that's the Jay Garrick Flash 2 Worlds one. What I can't remember which one it is, but it's the first appearance of Reverse Flash. Whatever issue that is, that's what this homage is to. This is a really, really nice copy. They said it was at a 9.0, but I think my comic shop always grades like really low because I've gotten like 8.0s from them that get 9.8s. So this is definitely a book going to CGC whenever I start sending them off again. It's probably going to be a while because I have a hefty bill to pay from that. Flash 35, the Ryan Ottley Monsters of the Month. Just a cool cover. It was like $2. So Flash 17 from Rebirth. Now this is labeled, I think, like in the app, and I think on my comic shop maybe. This was labeled as like someone else. I'm pretty sure this is a Howard Porter variant, and I don't see like a signature anywhere on here, but just how the Flash is drawn looks like Howard Porter. Well, I think is a great artist. He's a really good Flash artist. Flash 29. Again, I want to say this is Porter. I could be wrong on that one, but just really, really nice cover. This I know is Tony S. Daniel. This is Flash 39, the 700 issue of the Flash. Really cool. Flash 40. Now this is definitely also a Howard Porter variant. Really cool. Flash 752, In-Huk Lee. Flash 754. I got this mainly because it's an all-white cover and it's on that nice card stock. This is like kind of an expensive variant. I don't know why. Um, the the lightning bolt ears being super long really bug me, but like the rest of it's kind of like a neat design. But I'm not really sure why this is so expensive. If anyone could tell me, I'd be appreciative of that. 758, another In-Huk Lee cover. Love this, very red. Love it. Flash 792. I think this is Scott Collins variant, which is really nice. Green Lantern #1 from the New 52. This is the second print. Iron Man 162. Now with this and the next couple Iron Man books I have, I'm at 79 issues left until I have all of the main Invincible Iron Man title. 182. I really like this cover. I need to reread Iron Man. A lot of great stories in this, especially like 80s Iron Man. Really good stuff. 199. Really clean copies too. Now this was, I had no idea this was a comic before. I loved the show, at least when it first was on. I picked up 2 copies of Teen Wolf #1. I guess this was like an Image Top Cow production. There was a 3-issue miniseries. I skimmed through it. It's pretty much, just the basics of the show. But no, I remember when I was 13 or 14. I'd watched the Teen Wolf movie with Michael J. Fox because I like Michael J. Fox. My favorite movie ever is Back to the Future. So I watched that movie, and I know it was kind of like a joke, but I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was fun, funny. I liked the movie, and I still like it. I remember being in the movie theater to see the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds, and a trailer for this show popped on. I was like, oh, okay, so they were kind of treating it, instead of like a joke, this is like, it's more like superpower-esque, and like, it's more of like a problem, I guess. I don't know. But I thought that was really cool. I loved season 1. I loved season 2. Season 3 is where it started to get weird for me. And then 4 I didn't really care for. 5 was okay. And then 6 I really didn't care anymore at that point. But this was a good show. I'm actually starting to rewatch it right now. Very funny, very actiony. Just overall a good story. I got 2 copies of What If 30, the newsstand edition. This is What If Spider-Man's clone had lived. I'm trying to get all the What If Spider-Man issues. I only need the #1 now, where he joins the Fantastic Four, and I have that done. But this was a really cool story where it was basically Ben Reilly before he was named Ben Reilly. Like he kind of takes over as Peter for a little bit, but then he's realizing he's missing memories. So he realizes he's not the real Peter Parker, so he goes back to like the Jackal's lair and rescues the real Peter. And then he just goes off and does whatever and lives his own life, but like Peter knows he exists. Like I don't know. I think this would have been a really cool story if they continued this. I do like the Clone Saga. I really don't hate it like everyone else does. I don't like the Judas Traveler and the Scryers and stuff like that, but like just the basic, there's a clone, his name's Ben Reilly, Peter and him are both spider people, the whole Kane thing. I enjoy all that of the Clone Saga. Call me crazy. Okay, so that's it for the raw books. Now let's move on to the graded books. Amazing Spider-Man 81 and 8.0. I wanted to have the numbers, what I paid for these by me, but I know this was definitely less than $100, which honestly anymore, a slab under $100 is pretty much a steal, especially old school Spider-Man. Again, look at that red on there. Red and the blue just pop. Love covers like this. Amazing Spider-Man 109 at a 7.5. Again, I think I paid like 46, 52 bucks for this, somewhere in that range. Basically stealing some of these. Amazing Spider-Man 119 is 7.5. This I know I paid 100 for. Red's pretty good on there. Not as dark as I'd like it, but still pretty good. Again, just chipping away here. Amazing Spider-Man 700. This is the Skyline variant. I have this in the 9.6. I put it up on eBay. No one seems interested. I mean, I know really no one has money right now, but I think I'm going to crack the 9.6 and just start sending it off and get signatures. Problem is, like, I'll never have Stan Lee on there. I'll never have John Romita. Obviously, no one has Steve Ditko in a CGC case. But, I don't know. I think that's what I want to do, but we'll see. Amazing Spider-Man 1, the Alex Ross variant. I got this just to replace the 9.6 I have. This was less than 100. I think this was like 70 bucks. I paid for that. Oh, now these next two I think are really cool. These were 2 eBay purchases. Yeah, I'll just show them. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 1 from 2014. Right, it's right after the Superior Spider-Man arc. This is the blank sketch version. So this artist, Melissa Ballesteros, I hope I'm saying that right. I really like her art. She's done. I think she did like a lot of used to do a lot of Disney like princess stuff, but I guess she's doing like comic book art now too. I have in a really old video. I think it's actually the thumbnail. She always does it in like red pencil, and there's one I have. It's on Amazing Spider-Man number 1 from the 2018 Nick Spencer run, and she just draws Gwen on it like in leaves, and that's probably my favorite, one of my favorite original art books. This I thought was just really cool. This was an auction. I think it was like at 70 bucks. No one bid on it. So I was like, I'll take it. Why not? It's a 9.6, which was the 9.8, but it's really cool. This is homaging Ultimate Fallout 4, the variant. I just really like her work. I can't not look at it, you know? Just a beautiful cover. And then 789, same artist, blank. Got the 9.8. This is homaging the Ramos variant on Amazing Spider-Man 4 from 2014. Just again, I don't know. I really, really enjoy her art. I like what she does. Oh, and both of those, fun little fact, were signed on my birthday last year in 2022. So, I don't know, just kind of another unique thing to have. Amazing Spider-Man 793 and 9.8. I remember I stared at this one and was it 792, the Stegman variants, at my local comic book shop. I could have had them then for 20 bucks each. Passed on them. They became hot, and now years later when they finally died down, I think I got this for like $40, which again, that's cheaper than getting the book graded, or buying the book and getting it graded. So another really good purchase, I think. Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, number 1, the Ramos variant, 9.8. Again, this is just to upgrade my 9.6, which all the books I upgrade always go on my eBay. The ones that, you know, I want to get rid of. Superior Spider-Man 13. This is the San Diego 2013 exclusive. 9.8, again, I had a 9.6 on a copy I bought off eBay forever ago. So just upgrading that. Superior Spider-Man 22, the Campbell variant, 9.8. I remember for a while this book was really up there. It was like $200-300, if not more. Really unattainable for me. And I got this, I think, for $120, maybe less. I can't remember. But really happy to have that. Now, these next two, you're probably going to be like, what? You know, if you've watched any of my videos, you know, I'm not a huge Miles Morales fan, but I do like when Bendis was writing it, when it was actually in the Ultimate Universe. They're decent stories. Nothing that I think tops Peter Parker Ultimate Spider-Man or tops anything that's in Amazing Spider-Man, but they're decent stories. I love David Marquez too. He illustrates this whole series, the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, 1 to 12 issues, I think it is. Um, I used to have all 12 of these, and I sold them off. Um, I got this for $70. This is somewhat a key. It's like $150 book. Got it for 70. Shamik Moore, who voices Miles Morales in Into the Spider-Verse, which again, I know if you've seen any of my videos, I don't love that movie. He's coming to my local Steel City Con, so I'm gonna crack this open, have him sign it, and then resubmit it. I think what I want to do, I want to have him sign it, and if Najee Jeter, who voices Miles Morales in the Insomniac game, I'd love both of them to sign it. Brian Michael Bendis has, he always does in-house private signings. He wouldn't be too hard to uh, get a signature. I wish they would do something with David Marquez. If I could get the two Miles Morales voice actors, Brian Michael Bendis and David Marquez, on this book, I think that would be where then I would probably sell it. I think it would go for a pretty penny. But yeah. Then Miles Morales 3. This is the movie variant from Into the Spider-Verse. Again, I just got this just so I can have Shamik Moore sign it. This, I think I'm just going to immediately sell with him on it, or after he signs it, but we'll see. Flashpoint number 1, 9.6. The 9.8 still... The 9.8 should not be over $100 book. I'm sorry, it's not. That movie should have plummeted these. It did not for some reason, so I got this one instead for $46. This was really cool. Invincible Iron Man number 500. This is the Quesada sketch variant. It is signed by Matt Fraction and Joe Quesada. Again, I think this was like $70, and I'm like, okay, to get the book, to get it graded, to get two people to sign it. I know Quesada's not like super hard to get. I don't know about Fraction. I don't see a lot of his signed books. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, but I think this is at least a few $100s in my opinion. And I got it for under 100, which again, insane, but I'm happy. I got 2 copies of Nova number 3. This is the Mark Bagley variant. I have one of these raw. No idea when I bought those. But yeah, I've been trying to get all the Nova variants from this run. Well, I don't think Jeff Loeb writes the whole thing, but the Nova, it's 1 to 30. The Sam Alexander first like initial run. I really like Sam Alexander. I like his Nova as a character. This was a really solid run. I think when the MCU does do Nova, I don't think they're going to do Richard Rider. I think they're going to do Sam Alexander, get that representation in there, because he's like half Mexican or something. But again, I think he's a really cool character. I'm trying to get all these variants, hopefully in doubles too, because I think when he's announced, they're all just going to take off. This was one of my favorite pickups. This actually just came in last week. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. This is the IDW 2011 series. It's 9.8. It's cover C, the Leonardo cover. These, I don't know what it is. These number 1s are like, of the 4 main turtles, are like horrendous to get 9.8. They're always in like 9.2s, 9.4s. I think it's the paper quality, because there's always rubbing on the spine or something wrong with it, or a spine tick. I'm actually rereading the series right now. I really love this IDW Ninja Turtle series. If you've ever liked anything Ninja Turtles, you'll like this series. It has like everything in it. It's like, you like Bebop and Rocksteady? They're in it. Did you like the 2003 show with how Karai was and Hun is in there? That's in there. You liked Darius Dunn from Fast Forward? He's in there with the Street Phantoms. You like the Triceratons? They're in there. You like the Utroms? They're in there. You like Shredder? He's in there. Do you ever thought it'd be cool if like the Turtles learned from Shredder in an arc? That's in there. Like just everything you could possibly... Oh, you always wondered why there was only 4. What about a 5th? Well, that's in there. What if there were more mutants? That's in there. Like, there's just everything you could possibly want or think of in this story. I think it's on... Is it on 144 or 145 currently? Um, but yeah, I really love this series. I grew up on the 2003 cartoon. I'd watched some of the 80s cartoon, but it just wasn't for me. I saw the 90s movies, but the 2003 show is what is my favorite interpretation of the Turtles, the voices, the designs, everything. But I really love this series. Some of the art isn't the greatest in some of the arcs, but yeah, really, really like this series. I really recommend it. If you're ever curious about the Turtles or have liked the Turtles and want to get into something, I would recommend this series a lot. Also got same number one, same series, same everything. It's the third printing. There's a second printing where this is all red, but this came up. This was, I think I got this for 60. Which I didn't see any like past auctions on eBay or anything. Now there's one up, I believe, for like 150. So I think it still did good. But who knows? But yeah, guys, I know this was a bit of a longer video, but that's my haul for the last 2 months. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite book? And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.